Welcome to another Azure Guide video, where hands-on learning is priority one. I'm an Azure Administrator, an Azure Security Engineer, an Azure Solutions Architect, as well as a Certified Communities Application Developer. Welcome to my CKA series of challenge questions. This series covers managed cluster nodes, and there are 4 parts. This is part 4 of 4. This series will focus on managing cluster nodes. Mark a node such that any new pods will not be created on it. This was done in part 1. Add an additional node to the cluster. This was part 2. Make a backup of the etcd database. This was part 3. And this video on worker node 1, create a static pod that runs an Nginx web server. Good luck. Hey, welcome to part 4 of managing cluster nodes, the final part of this series, static pods. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to worker 1. If I type that right. Well, I think I forgot a character. There we go. We're on worker 1. Do a clear screen. And remember, the default location for manifest. Well, the way it's going to happen is a static pod. You create a YAML file for the static pod to be created. And you place that in the default location is etc/kubernetes/manifests. But that's defined in the config YAML file. I gave those paths in a slide right before this, but if you easy way to remember those paths is just do a ps aux grep YAML, and this gives you the config file right here. So I'm not going to do a sudo. Come on up here. Enter. Oh, forgot the vim parts. And if I scroll down, you could see, there it is, static pod path. So this is the default location. And we're going to use the default location. No reason to get real fancy here. But there could be a question where it tells you to change that path. And then you have to know about this. If you don't, might not get full credit. Well, you won't get full credit. Hopefully you'll get some credit. But anyway, that's just a hypothetical. But you should know where the path is, no matter what. So I'm going to, I need to go back to that. I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. All right, and then I'm going to do a vim manifests. And what am I going to call my YAML file? I'm going to call it a static pod.yaml. All right, now I could just create a YAML file, but that's prone to error. So I'm going to go to my web browser. Maybe. There we go. And I typed in static pods in documentation. I'm going to choose this first link. And come on down here. And skip that one. Keep going. And here's a good one. So I'm going to take this. Copy. Come back in here. Do a paste. And there's my YAML file. Oh, did I forget to do a sudo? Oh, it's always something. Oh, I forgot to do insert. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so now I got a file in there in the right place. And the next thing I have to do is restart system control. So I'm going to take this command here, copy. And I'm sure that's probably going to need a sudo as well. And boom. Now I'm going to exit out of this node, go back to my master. kubectl get pods /o wide. And there is my static pod. Pretty good. And of course, if I go ahead and delete it, kubectl delete pod. Static web worker 1. It's pending, and it's back. So that leads to the question, well, how do I get rid of it? Well, let's go ahead and go back to our worker 1. I'm going to clear the screen. Just in case you forget that I could use back arrows. I'm going to try to just keep learning and remembering. So I could do a psaux wrap YAML, get the name of the file, varlibconfig. I'm then going to do a sudo vim. Again, I'm just pretending I forgot where that file resides. And it's in this path. Control C. Get out of here. CD that path. And I'm going to say remove static pod.yaml. Of course, it says it can't. Now, what I don't know for sure, I know if I do a system control restart again, that pod will be gone. But I don't know if I don't do it, will it be gone? So let's see. I'm going to say it's still running. Nope, it's gone already. So I don't have to do a system control restart. So that is part 4. As always, thanks for watching.